Okay, now we go for the example for the reduced row echelon form. Okay. Okay, reduced row echelon form ni dia ada 4 properties. Okay, see before this page. Okay, dia ada 4 properties. The first properties until the third properties same as row echelon form. Yang nombor 4 tu itulah yang membuatkan ia dipanggil reduced row echelon form. Okay. Okay, kita tengok properties. Kita tengok yang first sekali, kita tengok for the properties number 1. So, properties number 1 for reduced row echelon form same as row echelon form. Sama je. Properties number 2 tu. So, dia cakap the first non-zero entry. Okay, at the first row, for the first non-zero entry tu, from the left mesti nombor 1. So, inilah the first row, first non-zero entry. Ni entry, ni entry, ni entry, ni entry. So, first non-zero entry. Maksudnya bukan nombor bukan kosong. For the first entry, at the first row, from the very left must be number 1. So, ni number 1. So, dia satisfied the first properties for the reduced row echelon form. Okay. Lepas tu, okay. To the right, at the next column, must be number 1. Okay. To the right, at the next column, to the right of the leading one, for the next column must be number 1. Okay. So, they satisfied the third properties. So, if there any zero row, tak ada kan zero row dekat matrix ni. So, tak ada masalah. Jadi, dia dah satisfied the first property. Tak ada masalah sebab sini tak ada any. The first property tu cakap if there any zero row. So, kat sini tak ada pun any zero row. So, tak ada masalah. Dia tetap satisfied the first properties. So, the fourth properties, okay, dia cakap for every column, okay, that contains leading one. So, ni leading one, ini pun leading one. So, every column ni dia nombor 1, sini pun nombor 1. So, bila ada dekat kolom, setiap kolom ni ada nombor 1, then sepanjang kolom tu, for the entire kolom tu, selain daripada leading one, mesti number 0. Okay? For the fourth properties, okay, kalau ada leading one, so this is leading one yang I circle ni. This also leading one that I circle. So, this one, this is column, this is column. Okay. So, setiap kolom yang ada leading one, except for the leading one, all the entire column must be 0. 0. All the entire column, except the leading one, must be 0. So, this one 0. So, satisfied the fourth column. Okay. Satisfied the fourth properties. Okay, selalunya identity matrix must be reduced row echelon form. Dia pun boleh jadi juga identity matrix ni also dia satisfied for the row echelon form. Okay, macam ni. Okay, dia dua-dua satisfied. Dekat row echelon form pun satisfied, dekat reduced row echelon form pun dia satisfied. Okay. So, kita tengok contoh C. Contoh C. Okay, contoh C. Samalah. At the very left, for the first non-zero entry, for the first row, from the very left must be number 1. So, this is number 1. So, this is the leading. This is we call leading 1. And then, for the next column of this leading one must be number 1. So, ini 0 entry, tak ada masalah. So, dia mesti juga dekat ini first row kan. So dia mesti juga leading one ni, yang the next leading one for this one, the next punya mesti dekat second row, but it doesn't matter any column. So this one, okay, mesti second row ni mesti ada leading number one. Okay, bawah dia, mesti duduk bawah dia for the next column to the right. Okay, so ni 0 entry, tak ada masalah. Ni non-zero entry, so non-zero entry mesti nombor 1. Okay, so this one satisfied the third properties. Okay, dia cakap, okay, nombor 2 ni tak ada masalah pun, dia tak kacau pun, as long as the leading one, okay, the leading one bawah leading one yang sebelumnya. Okay, ni first row, ni second row, ni 1. Okay, nombor 1 yang seterusnya mestilah dekat second row to the right, to the right. Okay, tak kisah pun kolom ke berapa, yang penting to the right, right dia. Okay, tak boleh bawah ni nombor 1. Nombor 1 mesti dekat to the right, to the right. Next row, okay, row yang nombor 2 ni row 1, so row nombor 2 ada nombor 1 to the right, tak kisah kolom ke berapa, dia mesti ada nombor 1. So this is the leading one for the second row. Okay, so dia satisfied the third properties. So yang ni tak kacau pun, properties nombor 2 dan nombor 3. So if there any zero row kat sini, tak ada zero row, so tak ada masalah kalau tak ada. So they satisfied the first properties. So fourth properties is said for all the leading one, okay, setiap leading one tu bagi kolom dia masing-masing, ni kolom masing-masing, okay, for the entire column for the leading one, except for the leading one, all must be number 0. So ni 1, sepanjang kolom ni semua nombor 0. Okay, so they satisfied for the fourth property. Same here lah for this leading one, for the entire column except for the leading one is number 0. So they satisfied for the fourth properties for the reduced row echelon form. Okay, so kita tengok D ni. Okay, D ni, okay, the first leading one is here, right? At the first row, at the first non-zero entry, at the very left. So ni adalah leading one. So dia dah satisfied the second properties. So this the next leading one must be to the right. Okay, at the next column. Okay, at the next column. So kat sinilah. Okay, kalau ni first row, so second row mesti ada leading number 1. So leading 1, sorry, bukan leading number 1 leading 1. Okay, so they satisfied the third properties. So dekat sini dia kata if there any zero row must be at the bottom of the matrix. So ni zero row must be at the bottom of the matrix. So yang ni zero row ni dia satisfied for the first properties of the reduced row echelon form. Okay, lepas tu dia cakap, okay, for the fourth properties dia cakap for the leading one, okay, for the number leading one, kita ada 2 kat sini. Okay, leading one sini, okay, for the entire column dia must be 0 except for the leading one. So sini nombor 1. Selain pada nombor 1 ni, dekat kolom dia semua 0 kan? Sini pun sama. Semua 0. Kecuali dia seorang. Okay, so dia satisfied for the fourth properties. So yang ni tak ada masalah. Okay, tak kacau siapa-siapa pun, tak kacau properties tu. So dia satisfied for the reduced row echelon form. Okay.